Okay, let's see. Today, I've got to dry some meat and use that cheese I've been saving to make a quiche for... Luffy? You little... Where have you gone? You better not have gone to the village alone. I bet your fever hasn't even gone down.
Like I was gonna say, let's go chase him down. I apologize that if the first episode or episodes are gonna be a little slow. It's a JRPG. It just goes hand in hand. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to make the introduction go a little fast, though.
Hey, has Laphicet been here?
No. I haven't seen him.
Wait, that's one of Arthur's.
Actually, it's a copy that Laphicet made. A smart merchant would pay a pretty penny for this book. I gave him a fair trade.
Laffy, did he really copy all that by hand? Oh, he must have done it to buy that compass.
No, though he gave it some puppy eyes. Told him I'd throw it in for free, but he said that it would be a bad deal for me. He's a good lad, but not the merchant type.
So, what did he use the money for?
I'm afraid my lips are sealed. You'll have to ask him.
Velvet, I saw Laphicet walking around. Is he okay?
He's not okay. Where'd you see him?
He was headed for the forest. I'll help you look for him.
Thanks. Do a sweep of the village, just in case. I'll check the forest. I know.
Oh, we got more dialogue.
He might have gone to the cape to pick flowers.
I didn't think we'd have more dialogue here.
I was going to have them join the search, but they won't move at all. It's like they're scared of something.
Aww. Good puppers.
Have you seen Laphicet?
Nope. Can't say that I have.
All right. Let me know the second you see him.
Got it. Is he in bad shape?
Well, he refuses to stay in bed. He needs his rest, but he's always walking around or reading outside.
I can't say I'm surprised. He's always been a curious lad. He likes reading difficult books. When I saw him the other day, he told me all about the latest navigation techniques and exotic farming methods, too. Only one kid in a million is as smart as he is.
You're exaggerating. Well, maybe not.
It's a shame. If he could go to school in the capital, I'm sure he'd make a name for himself as a scholar.
The capital? Isn't that days and days by ship from Taliesin? No way. Not happening. Even if he gets better, I could never let him go that far away all by himself.
He can handle it. He's actually a very responsible boy. I don't think you need to worry.
I couldn't handle it. I would worry. And be lonely.
Wow. Empty nest syndrome with your younger brother. Amazing. Anyway, one more dialogue, I think, here, and then we'll head on into the forest.
Hey, Velvet, did you hear the news? Tonight is going to be another Scarlet Night.
I remember the moon turned red 7 years ago. But what is it anyway?
It's a red lunar eclipse. It happens every several years or so. Apparently, you can predict the next one by watching the movements of the stars. According to legend, a crimson moon is a gate that connects our world to the next. It's also said to be proof of humanity's sins.
You sure know a lot about it.
Laphicet taught me, just a few minutes ago.
You saw Laffy? Where'd he go?
Actually, I don't know. Sorry.
Aww.
Well, we could make an attempt to leave town that way, I guess? The game seems to indicate it, but that's not where we need to go, so I'm not going to bother. Actually, damn it, I'm curious. I know what's out this way, but I also know that it's not necessary in order to progress with this part of the game, but I'm kind of curious to see if the game will let me go this way, and if it does, how far I'll be able to, actually go. Huh. Okay, well, I can't go any further out that way then, I'm guessing. Huh. Neat. Well, I'm glad I investigated at least. This isn't an area that we can really explore much of at this point, so I'm not going to bother, but now I know. Okay, let's actually head into the Tranquil Woods instead of the Morgana Forest.
Fluffy!
Velvet,
Can you walk? How's your fever?
I'm fine. I was just taking a break.
Oh, you little... You know better than this, Laphicet. Running off without telling me. What if something happened to you? You wouldn't be the only one hurt. Do you understand that?
I'm sorry.
If you want to do something, just ask. I know I'm a crummy big sister, and I can't afford to buy you all the things you want.
No, that's not why I went out. You see, it was just...
I get it. You're right. I forgot the flowers for the graves.
Yeah, so I was going out to the Cape, and I thought...
You want to see the ocean too, don't you?
Well, yeah, that too.
Fine. Just for today, though.
Are you sure?
I am. But next time you run off like that, I'm strapping you to your bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. It's off to the Cape then.
Hooray!
Remember how we went out together to pick Princessias on the morning of Celica's funeral?
Yeah, I was only 4, but I remember. We couldn't find any in the village or at the Cape.
Right, because the demons had made a mess of them. And then you suddenly started climbing down the edge of the cliff.
You ran over and grabbed me. You had the scariest look on your face.
Of course I did. Do you have any idea what I'd do if I lost you too?
You'd still have Arthur. He'd help you. He'll help the world. He's quite the guy.
That's probably true. But I'd still miss you like you wouldn't believe.
I know. I'm sorry, sis.
But down the cliff from where you were, a lone pair of Princessia were blooming.
I remember. A gentle breeze came in, and it smelled like Celica.
That's right. That's why I believe those flowers were a message from her. Do you know what Princessia flowers signify?
An irreplaceable treasure, and wishes for good health for many years to come.
Right. And that sums up my feelings nicely, Laffy.
Yeah. Me too, sis.
How about I make you some apple boo when we get home, Laffy?
Apple Boo? What's that?
Grated apples. Whenever I caught a cold when I was little, Celica would make it for me. It's sweet and tart and juicy and crisp. Eating it always made me feel better.
Well, apples are good for you. But what does the boo mean?
When I was a baby, I would always say boo-boo when I wanted to eat an apple.
So that's where the name comes from. Wait, you called apples boo-boo? You must have been a strange baby.
You used to do the same thing. When Celica and I heard you, we laughed so hard.
Boo!
Just look at all these. This place never changes, does it?
It does too change. The seasons, the wind, the weather. Change one and the sea's totally different. And the same goes for what lies across the sea.
Across the sea? Sometimes I just don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Velvet. Thank you for taking me out here today.
You don't need to thank me. Hey, Luffy. Do you know why it is that birds fly?
Well, if they didn't, they couldn't catch food or escape from predators.
Thought so.
But you know, I think there's more to it than that. A bird that's born with wings has to...
A demon! Luffy said, run! No matter how much it hurts, run! Velvet! Don't be scared. You can do it. You're going to be strong, like Arthur.
No, you can't!
Go! Why is a demon here?
All right, boss time. We've got the blood wolf here. Let's see. He's got a 1400 HP, but we should be able to deal with him really nicely. I mean, he's a demi-human, which we've got arts to deal with, and he's very weak to hidden arts. So let's do this. Let's take it.
Don't let your feelings get in the way, or that thing will kill you too. But please,
Nuts.
go!
Well, I guess we're not doing much by way of damage to this guy after all. As it turns out, you really do need exorcist powers to deal with a demon.
It's just like Arthur said. But I have to do this!
Stop! Face me, demon!
Luffy!
Velvet.
Is this what? How did I get home?
Velvet!
Luffy, you're all right.
Sorry. It's all my fault.
No, if you weren't there, there's no telling what might have happened to me.
Your old one broke, right? You've got beautiful hair. It would be a waste if you didn't take care of it. I'll make a new world. A world where my sister can be happy.
The Scarlet Knight? What's going on? Was it all a dream? No, it wasn't! No! What's happening? time to be scared. I have to find Luffy. I've gotta run. No, the village. Don't give up. Never give up. Why is a demon here? This isn't a fight I can win. I've gotta run. Luffy! Arthur!
Velvet!
You.
Oh, thank goodness. You kept Luffy safe, didn't you, Arthur?
One more sentiment to cast off.
Velvet, run!
Arthur!
Here, once, was the seal to the underworld broken. And tonight, here shall be born the power to save the world. With Laphicet's life as a sacrifice.
What? What are you saying? Arthur, no!
Let him go. This is an offering to the world.
Why would you?
Nothing can save him now.
No, no, no!
I see you will not change. Ever a slave to emotion. feeds on demons. A Therian.
Kill him! His blood from your hands! Answer me! Answer me! Why? He was my brother! I love me! What did he ever do? Get out of my way!
Take a look around. Demon blight has spread through the village. But do not fear. With my power as an exorcist, I, Artorius Colbrand, will end your pain.
Ceres?
Why is it that birds fly? Behold my answer. Velvet.
Arthur.
I ask no forgiveness. The sin is mine to bear.